Welcome back, guys. My name is Joseph, and on my left,
Serena.
yeah,
Hi.
she's back again.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What's the topic?
Topic, it's people.
Okay.
I think,
Like I said.
no, I asked you 2 days ago.
Yeah, but
Was it
wasn't-
yesterday?
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you were gonna narrow it down more.
Oh.
You mean like you like to call me at night, like casual, like very randomly.
I'm
So
a
you do
night
that to
person.
everyone?
I'm a night person.
I was just like 11:30 p.m. and you're like, where are you?
It's like usually at nighttime, I'm by myself in like a practice room or in like the editing room. So that's when I kind of organize my things, just everything. I like check my emails.
In the practice room.
Yeah, just at night.
Okay.
And then if I need to call someone, I'll
But
call
it's
them.
like you're a caller though. You're not a texter.
Oh, I didn't. I
Like,
forgot to tell you. I'm
you're
a caller.
You didn't need to tell me. I figured that out firsthand.
Because I don't like texting.
No, I like that. Also, I
Like
think
that?
like that's in line with your like directness.
Yeah. Are you a caller or are you a texter?
I can be whatever you want. I'm a direct I like communication, no time wasting. And so if that means calling me, like you started calling me after like a day of texting. And like that for me, that's like super quick. But you made it
Really?
super comfortable and I was so
Oh, because I didn't like to like wait on your your response.
yeah, I'm a pretty bad
No.
texter, so
No. Well, actually, the topic before, what is it? Stalking. It was about bad texter. So in that one, I talked about me being a bad texter, and
You're a pretty good texter though. Like you responded quick.
yeah, if I need to.
Yeah.
But usually, like, I don't want to text anyone. It's like
Mhm.
work for me.
Mhm.
What about you?
Yeah, I also agree. Like I'm really good with opening texts. Like the only reason I'm ever not responding to a text is if I'm too lazy. It's never because I didn't see the text. Like I see all my texts.
And I also noticed that you have the notification silence. What does that mean?
Oh, the do not disturb. That means you're on do not disturb. So like I don't get
Oh.
any notifications. So like I and it's, you know, like the new update, like you can scroll up and you can see all the notifications you
Yeah.
missed on do not disturb. I do that because I love not being disturbed.
Wait, so am I on not disturb? Like I think I turned it off.
No, that's your like silencer.
Yeah, it's
But
different from.
it's different if the,
Oh.
like the, yeah, it's
Oh,
near
yeah, yeah.
settings. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the difference between that and turning down this button?
I think that's when your phone dings. Like I think people who keep that on, like have their phone on, like the sound on, are psychopaths because
Right?
like your phone doesn't vibrate, like makes the actual like ding
Yeah.
sound, which is too disruptive for my taste.
So this is not disturbed. Do not disturb.
No, I think that's just on silence.
Oh, this
yeah,
is silence. And then there's another like level where you don't even get a notification.
Yeah. Mhm. There are levels to it.
But why don't you want to get any notification?
I want to
Anyway.
be. I think it's part of wanting to be in control. I want to be in control of when I see my notifications and not, because there's like notifications are so disruptive. Like, what if you get a super, I don't know, heartbreaking text or I don't know, something important.
Gotcha.
And if it's important, you have the option of like notify anyways.
Yeah.
But it better be super
Yeah.
important.
Anyway, before we start, I just
Okay,
want to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about the situation that we had to deal with. I came here at 6 because
At 6, like
at 6.
yeah.
Because we're supposed to meet here at 6, and then I called you, and the first thing that you told me, it was really funny. Yeah, tell us what you told me.
Okay, so I'm a pretty timely person, which so I appreciated that you got here right at
Yeah.
6, but it's just like usually it's like, okay, I'm leaving my crib. Like I'm leaving my
Yeah.
crib now, like I'll be there soon. And then you were just straight up like, get down here. Like I'm be there in 10 seconds.
I called you like 5:59.
5:59.
I called you.
And so like I was kind of semi expecting it, but also I've learned like a lot of people aren't timely. Like that's not very common, I would say. And not many people are reliable too, and so that leads to people being late all the time. So it's just become an expectation for me. But I'm on the bathroom. I'm taking a shit, and so, like while he's calling me, so that like I wasn't gonna lie and be like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm like, nah, like I can be, but just give me like 4 minutes. And like yeah, and it's like I don't know. I felt comfortable telling you that. It was just real.
How long does it usually take you to take a shit?
Yeah. It depends. Well, I've been depends how my digestion's going. Like if I'm like super stressed, it's hard to tell. Like college, it's like fluctuating. But I'm a quick pooper.
How fast?
Like sometimes like the pee and the poop come out at the same time, and then I'm like in and out in 2 minutes.
Oh,
and
2
it's
minutes.
Like nice, yeah.
Oh,
I know some people who shit for like 40 minutes.
Right.
It takes up like a good chunk of their day, and I don't know how they do that. Let it sit.
It's like I don't think they need to poop. They just like sit there.
Yeah, exactly.
Expect something to happen.
They're not trying hard enough, and so that's why they're on the toilet for so long, because they're just like the poop's not gonna come out itself. You have to push it along a little bit, right?
And one of my friends is like a really fast pooper, like 30 seconds max.
Really?
He'll just sit down, poop, just put it back.
Lots of fiber in his diet.
Yeah.
I wish. He used to clog a lot of toilets. Yeah. Okay, we're
Wait,
done.
you?
We're done talking about this.
You clogged the
No, not this one. When I was little, I used to.
Oh.
It was like something I ate a lot of.
Okay. Anyway, let's get into the topic.
Yeah. Wait. You should cut that out. I think. You're gonna cut that out.
You don't want your pooping situation here.
Okay. It's natural.
It's natural.
It's fine.
You know? Yeah. So today's topic is people. So I didn't choose a topic. You chose a topic, right?
Yeah. I just like said a word, but
yeah. Why'd you want to talk about people?
Because people are interesting. Like, I don't know. I think people are the most interesting things on Earth. So many different types of people. So many things to analyze.
At first, when I was trying to think about the questions, I thought it was gonna be like an easy task because it's so broad. But when I was doing it yesterday and today, I was like, "Yo, it's too broad." Like,
yeah, that's what I'm like. I thought like narrowing it down because there's so many different sections you could talk about.
So I didn't really like narrow it down.
It's okay.
I used the word people a lot, so it's gonna be like a broad questions.
I'm sure it'll take us to interesting places.
Yeah, but the thing is, the topic that we could cover is either relationship or something else. It's like everything can be rephrased, so it's about relationship.
Yeah, I got.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, just ask me.
Okay, so I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but let's just go with the flow.
Okay.
The flow. Okay, the first one is, how should people respond to dry text? Do you know why I put that in? Because you're a dry texter.
Shut the no fucking way. You think so?
Yeah. So dry.
Hold on.
No, like check what you sent me this whole time. It was like, yes, no, got you. So I was like, oh, how am I supposed to respond? Right? What did you say? So dry. No emojis. No anything.
Well, yeah, because this is logistics. This is logistical.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is this, can she?
Huh?
Can she walk through?
Can she? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Say hi to the camera, though, before you go. No, say hi to the camera before you go. There's a camera.
She's right there.
No, get in the frame. You have to get in the frame. Are you in the frame? You have to go down. Oh, yeah.
How many countries do you want me to name?
Ooh.
Wait, your name
I
is...
showed her the video.
Your name is... Huh?
Kaylee.
Kaylin. Nice to meet you. Wait, before we start, give us a short introduction of who you are.
Okay. Guest intro.
Hello, my name is Kaylin. I live just off camera to our right. I'm a sophomore at the University of Michigan, and just coming here for a snack and to change my pants. Oh, and I play Africa geography games for fun.
Yeah,
Like
she does.
I'm ready for your test.
But since you already thought about it, I'm not gonna ask you anything. But can I say one thing? She reminds me of Emma Chamberlain.
Dude, people say that about
Wait,
her.
actually?
I get that pretty.
Yeah.
How many times?
Since my sophomore year of high school, it's like a minute. 4 years.
Yeah.
I think I've probably gotten it like 5-6 times a year.
So you're not very unique.
Maybe multiple times from the same person though.
But anyways, thank you for, being in the frame.
I'll keep my exits and entrances.
Yeah.
Just this one. Until I have to leave at like 8:15ish. 8:30.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Wait, what's your name again? Kaylin?
Kaylin.
K-A-E-L-I-N.
Kaelin.
Okay.
It's spelled a little.
Gotcha.
I've never met a
Gotcha.
Kaylin like that.
Anyway,
What was the question?
dry text.
Okay, no, I don't want to be labeled as a dry texter.
No, see what you sent me though.
I did, but it's logistical. Like, if it's logistics, I can't force myself to. You want to be funny while we're discussing, like when we're gonna meet. You know what I mean.
It was like really short, so I was like, okay.
You know what
should I
it
do?
might be like. Again, I'm just being conditioned by like I'm constantly being disappointed by other dry texters in my life and people who are bad at texting that I've brought myself down to their level because I'm gonna match the energy that I receive. I think that's what it comes down to. But now that you say that, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I should just be my true texter self.
So like when I text people, I usually try to put some emoji in there.
I also think that your threshold of texter, good texter, is higher. Like I think those those are good texts from me. Like if anyone else received those type of texts from me, they should be happy.
Gotcha. So the question was, so how should people respond to dry text?
Oh.
Should they try to ask questions so that they have no other way other than to put some
I think
effort?
Case to case, because even like sometimes if the person you're texting is just like a bad texter, no matter how good of a question you're gonna ask, like you're gonna receive a shitty answer. So it depends on how much you're willing to how much effort you're willing to put in for this person, like how important their response is to you.
Right. You should actually burp into the microphone, people.
Oh my gosh, no, that was a really wet burp. I really hope you didn't hear that. How I'm curious how would you respond to this question? Because you've experienced my firsthand dry texting.
That's why I like to call.
Yeah.
Because I know that they don't mean that, So if I call them, I'll like really know their reaction, their actual reaction to the.
Well, because sometimes if I keep texting a dry texter, like I think they're a really shitty person, and then I talk to them in real life, and I'm like, oh, like you're actually a real, like it's some people are just like it's like a disease, like they can't control it. That's just like how they are, and then you talk to them in real, like you call them, and then like everything is just like
fine.
Yeah,
No.
everything's completely fine.
So
maybe everyone should call more.
I mean, if the person that I'm talking to is dry texter, I'm not gonna text you. Like I'm gonna call you.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's how I would respond.
Maybe I'll start doing that. It's a good thing.
I mean, if I really have to text someone, then I'll put some emojis in there. Like
not a huge emoji person, so
yeah, I mean that's fine. But I wouldn't say just yeah. I would be like yes, and then lots of S, multiple S.
I've experienced that as well.
Something different than normal, Yeah, okay.
This guy's super enthusiastic.
Yeah, it's like I would use okie instead of okay.
I like doing that too. Yeah.
To make it.
It's kind of cute.
Interesting.
Yeah, like ooh.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Next question.
Do you like hanging out with people one-on-one or in a group?
One-on-one. I think
one-on-one.
Honestly, I don't like hanging out with that many people to begin with. Like I'm pretty picky with who I spend my time with.
Are you sure? Because all your Instagram posts
were like say a group of people. What are you about to say? Listen, my most recent ones aren't really group ones, if you've noticed, but yeah, this is a very I'm like in like different phases, but the phase I'm in right now is like I'm pretty picky with who I spend my time with. So like, and it's much easier to get one-on-one, like to spend quality time with someone if you're doing it one-on-one, and I think it's more worthwhile anyways because you get to know. It's so hard to find people that you really get along with in college, so might as well capitalize. Like if you find someone, like spend one-on-one time with them so you can like really get to know them instead of half-assing a bunch of mid people in a group setting.
Because I know that if you want to hang out with them one-on-one, you have to approach them, you have to make a move. But if you're
are you
in a
talking
group,
about like relationship?
Anything's fine.
Yeah.
Friends too.
But if you think that if you want to hang out with them bad enough, then you should be fine approaching them. It's like it's got to be worth it for you.
Yeah. Because I know that there is some introverts out there who doesn't want to, to initiate the first.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell the introverts. Like you gotta do.
Yeah.
It's on you. So that's your problem.
So I don't know how introverts will do it, but if I have to guess, they'll probably just
write a letter.
No, like if someone's like, "Oh, let's hang out," then they'll be like, "Okay, I'll just hang out with them,"
Yeah, I think introverts probably have a little less control over their social life because they just like go with the flow.
And that leads to my other question.
Okay.
Well, I forgot. Let me check.
Then how do you know it led to it?
Because I remember writing it down. Do you think outgoing people are more attractive than quiet people?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There needs to be a balance, but I sometimes get really annoyed with like really shy people because like in my mind I'm like, just step up, like just I don't know, just speak your mind, do something. Because I think that's just coming from me because I think I have a very strong presence when I choose to. And so like someone who matches that, like I don't want to be stringing someone along in social settings. Like I want someone to match my energy, or sometimes it's fun to be the one who's like is a little less outgoing, so then like they can do the brunt of the work and then I like follow along. Yeah. And it's like fun.
What about in a relationship? Not in a relationship, but do you think it's more attractive for guys when they're outgoing?
Yeah, I think I was thinking in the context of a relationship just then, but also with my friends. I think with friends, like, I'd be more okay with someone who's a little more reserved because if I'm close enough with them, they'll probably open up to me. But, like, I don't need them to be super outgoing in every social setting.
Because I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about, I don't want, like, an outgoing dude because they'll be like, it's like a red flag for them.
Interesting.
Because they're friends with everyone. Why do you have to be friends with everyone?
Who said? Oh, this one in one of your other podcasts?
No, like not me. Just I was watching some other.
Oh, I see. I think maybe the person who said that was insecure. I think that's like what I'm hearing from that is like, oh, an outgoing guy is going to talk to a lot of other girls. and that leads to more opportunities for other girls to be attracted to them or for them to be attracted to other girls. And I don't want my guy to even like have that opportunity to get to know other people. Like I just want him to be reserved and like be mine kind of thing, right?
Yeah. But if you have to choose between that, what would you choose though? Still the outgoing?
Oh, I would choose the outgoing because in my mind, I'm like, he's not going to find anyone better than me anyways. So like, go ahead. I don't care. Like if you find someone that that you're like into, that's fine. Like I'm still going to be me. It's like being secure in yourself and like know your worth. Mm-hmm. Me? What do you think? Yeah. Are you into girls?
I would have to like, what?
Are you into girls, first of all?
What do you think?
I don't want to assume anything.
Okay. I'm a straight dude.
Okay.
But when I had long hair, people
I was gay.
No, people thought I was gay.
Oh really? Yeah. Like how? Oh, like in
like
your
long
Instagram
when I had like long
picture?
hair, like even longer than that during COVID.
Damn. Like compared to mine.
Longer.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not going back to that. It's like it wasn't fun. Well, anyways, I would have to disagree with
you. You wanna shy girl?
No, like not like shy girl, but like not too outgoing people.
Okay, what's your reasoning behind that?
It's having too many friends. Too many guy friends. That's a red flag for me. At least.
Why?
I mean, if I have to choose between having 5 friends versus her having like knowing everyone in the school, I would choose 5 because it's low possibility of her, having something with the other people.
Okay, so what it comes down to is just like also the chance of like having
the chance of her cheating, I guess. So
because like I'm a girl who has a lot of guy friends. Like most of my friends are guys, and like I live with 2 guys. But in my mind, like there's no. I think that's also why I need like a guy who's like outgoing and very secure in himself is like probably gonna fit more with me because
I'm insecure.
You're not insecure, are you? I don't know. I think you're pretty secure, but like I don't know. Okay, case by case, whatever. So, in my mind, I would never like have any things with my guy friends. Like they're just my friends, I need a guy who like I don't need to explain that to. Like trust that, like I like you. And there's nothing going on, and like I just naturally get along with guys, and that's probably why we get along so well too, because it's like I interact with so many men. Yeah.
Got you. I mean, I'm fine with her having like many guy friends. Like both is fine, but if I have to choose, then that's gonna be the other one. Okay.
If I have to choose, okay.
No.
Okay, yeah. I get it.
Why do you have so many guy friends? What's some ways that you do to have more guy friends, or like some tips for people who want to have more guy friends?
Tips for people. Sorry.
You're covering
it's not something I intentionally do. Like last year, I kind of like I wanted to make more female friends, but I just found that like I looked around like I'm surrounded by white men, and that was like I fixed that now. Now I'm like surrounded by more people of color, but still lots of men. And I think that's just because of the things I involve myself with. Like I'm on the boxing team. There are probably like 25 guys and 5 girls. Like that's just like naturally how it is. Powerlifting, again, same type of ratio. And then I would also say like I grew up with an older brother, and I always hung out with his friends growing up, so I'm very comfortable in like an all male situation. But that's not to say that I don't enjoy hanging out with females. Like it's not like I avoid making friends with females. Like it's harder for me to find things in common with females. Like all of my female friends are either on the boxing team or they lift. And so they're also like girls who have a lot of male friends type of thing. And it's more comfortable, less, you're gonna hear this all the time, but like less drama. Guys are so much more simple, whatever. Guys are simple because they're stupid, but it's just like sometimes it is just like more fun. And then I have my few like really close female friends that I go to for my real problems, and it's just balance. Like, and at the end of the day, my closest friends are females, and then like I go like if I need real advice from a guy, I'll go to my brother, but like none of my actual guy friends, you know.
So you were a tomboy.
I wouldn't say that. I don't like that word.
Oh, you don't like that word?
I mean, I think I have a lot of. I'm not very like feminine. I can be feminine, but like I'm just like, and is androgynous. Like,
what is that?
It's kind of like, I don't know the direct definition, but like, not outwardly female or male attributes. I'm just kind of like, I just do whatever, you know.
So would you call yourself neither of it, feminine or masculine? It's in the middle. I
can do both. Yeah.
I think you can do both because you talked about like painting.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh.
I think I'm multifaceted. Everyone's complicated, so.
Yeah.
But another thing is like a lot of females I've met here, they're girl haters. Like another female walks into a room, they see she's competition, I have to compare to, and like I don't sense that, but I've had some bad interactions with females here where like they've immediately alienated me because they feel like I'm trying to compete with them when I'm just like trying to get along with everyone. And again, what it comes down to is just insecurity. So I don't need those type of people to like me anyways. And so it's just that it is what it is.
Where'd you see those kind of people here in college?
Well, last year there were these 3 Asian girls. I'm thinking about this very specific situation where I'm like, okay, like 3 Asian girls, like we should get along, right? Like we look similar. We probably had somewhat similar upbringings. And then like they would just shit talk me to like my roommate actually, because they thought that they were close, but obviously he'd just tell me everything that they'd say about me. And I didn't do any, like they didn't even give me a chance. Like they didn't even try to get to know me. They just made these assumptions about me. And so it was like a whole debacle up until like the beginning of this year. And they're like, why won't Serena like hang out with us, talk to us now? And I'm like, because you suck. Like that's just what it is.
So where'd you meet them exactly? You don't have
just
to
like
be
friends from friends.
Oh, friends from friends.
And just in the dorms, everyone just gets to know each other and stuff.
What majors are there?
I don't even know. That's the thing. Like, we never got to know each other. They just like completely. They're just like, nah, didn't even try.
Can I see the pictures? Even though the people watching can't see it, you know.
Yeah. There's this.
Because I might know. Because in the future, if I see them, I'll talk to them thinking about the things that you told me.
I'll show you the main girl.
Okay.
There's like a trio and like, is it this one?
What race are they?
Korean, I think.
They're Korean? Yo, guys, we have to be nice to people. We have to represent Korea.
This is one of the girls. She's private, but maybe. She kind of. This is the trio. Yeah.
Let me see.
That girl. Yeah. The left and the middle girl hated me the most. The right one was kind of nice, and she was just like she just followed her friends.
I've never seen them. I don't know. Never seen them. Wait, why are you smiling? Why are you smiling?
No reason. Continue.
So you don't see them anymore?
No, not really. I see one of the girls in the gym. She works her ass out. She's like one of those girls that like only goes to work out her ass.
Oh, do you think she has a nice ass?
Well, she just started. I'm sure it's like a New Year's resolution thing, but I try not to judge people in the gym. Like, do what you want. But like, you were mean to me, so.
Yeah. If you have to compare your ass to her ass.
Well, I'm not working out for aesthetics right now, so I can't compare. But I can squat like 150 pounds more than her, so it's chill.
I got you. Then where would be a good place to meet good friends in college?
In my experience, you have to. I mean, like I think the baseline is clubs, like the people that you have like a baseline in, like interest in, but it's not as simple as that. I think you have to really do some digging, and like a lot of people usually are interested in multiple things, so you have to think about what is the root of your identity. And then like for me, it's like physical activity, and so I found my closest friends through like my sports clubs. And like sure, I'm in art clubs and other things like that. Like
You're in art club?
Well, I was in. I mean, I'm in Empty Mug technically, but I don't do much work for them because I focus so much more on my other things. And I'm also in like backpacking, but also like not as involved because it's an interest of mine, but not like a root part of my identity. At least not at this point in my life.
Gotcha. Because I feel like if you find just like one good person, like it'll lead you to another, good person. Because I feel like good people hang around with like good people in general.
Yeah,
that's what I've noticed.
Yeah, and like you kind of surround you slowly realize that you're creating a circle of like good people, like how you said.
Yeah.
And I think I've experienced that, and I'm not like I don't know. I have some friends who like complain about like these interactions they have with these people that they meet, and I get kind of confused sometimes because I'm like, I've never interacted with someone like that, or I've never met someone like that. And it's just because probably I'm just doing like a decent job at like creating a good circle for myself.
Yeah. Because I think depending on the major, it plays a role, I think.
Okay. You think that me being a CS major?
No, what is it? The classical musicians that I hang around with, that I see, they're relatively nicer. I think.
Okay. As opposed to what other musicians?
No, not like musicians, but for example, business majors that you talked about.
Yeah, true.
So
philosophy majors.
Oh, they're gonna come into argument.
The girls are crazy. The girls are crazy in philosophy.
What about women's studies?
Oh God, we can't get into that. I'm gonna get canceled. Women's studies, communications. Nothing against, like, this is all huge generalization.
Of course.
But I'm just like in CS, like lots of nerds that don't know how to have conversations. It's just like, but also lots of cool people too.
They're nice though.
Yeah, they're nice.
Like when I think of CS people, they're like simple.
They just mind their own business.
Yeah, they just do their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really think, oh, how can I like use this person to benefit me or stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't think about that. They just.
That's a huge differentiation, actually. I would never think of a CS person who's like manipulative like that.
Right. They'll just do their own thing and go on with their lives.
Mm-hmm. Fuck business people.
Yeah.
Yeah, my roommate.
Do you like him though? Wait.
Yeah.
Did I meet him? Which one was it?
The Asian one.
Oh, what about the other one? CS?
He's like physics, CS. He's figuring it out. I don't know.
So, business student.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He was complaining about how he failed his accounting quiz the other day, and I literally couldn't look at him. I was like, fuck off. Like, I spent 60 hours coding last week. Like, and I hear you playing video games all fucking day. So don't tell me shit about you failing your accounting quiz. And that's real. That's real talk.
Do you think he's nice, though? Even though he's a business
Well, yeah,
student?
I get along with him. Like, at the end of the day, he's a good person. I'm just like, you and I are not the same.
What do you think is the worst college major? or useless college major? Let's
don't make me answer that.
What?
The most useless college major?
What do you think is the most useless college major?
Fuck. Weaving.
Weaving?
Yeah.
There's a college major for like...
Exactly.
Why is that?
What do you mean?
Why?
Like, why is it the most useless? Well, I think in general, I don't know. My dad ingrained in me, like, if you're not going to college to study some sort of, like, science thing to, like, real substance, then why are you going to school? Like, it would have been fun for a little bit to go to, because I'm, like, it's not like I hate art, I enjoy art, but going to school for art didn't really make sense in my head. And also, like, weaving, maybe I just don't understand it, but... yeah, like weaving, like, you know, I took a weaving class in high school. I made like a scarf and shit, but I can't imagine studying in college for 4 years weaving. I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think is the most useful college major?
I would some sort of engineering, and not CS though. Maybe I don't know. Some sort of engineering. Like, because I am a firm believer that like science is the most important thing to move forward, move the world forward.
I feel like anything that involves coding is somewhat useful.
Yeah. I would say it's useful, but is it progressing the world forward? Yeah. I guess everything's going to rely on coding at one point or another. I'm reluctant to say it's coding because everyone's doing it now. And so, like, it's kind of like everyone who's in CS is just turning into a robot. That like is gonna serve some sort of like robotic purpose, but I guess that's what the world is turning into anyways. So why didn't you study CS in college? Why didn't you study CS in college?
I don't like it. Like, I usually do what I like to do. Like, I don't do stuff that I don't like to do.
Do you think that you've done you've stuck to that throughout your life? Yeah.
It's like, I think I was pretty good with, doing things that I like to do.
So
doing violin.
That? What has that? Okay.
Video. And just, I don't know what to say about this because it's just, this is what I'm doing. And like, I don't know how to explain this thing that I'm doing because I'm just doing the thing that I like to do. What else do I have to explain?
I've been hearing that a lot recently. Like, people I've been having conversations with, they're just like, I do what I like to do.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Of course I've done things that I've liked to do, but throughout my life it's kind of like I've done things that challenge me a lot more than I'd like, honestly. Like I went to like a college prep school. School was fucking hard, and then I did swimming, practiced 9 times a week, and like it was hard, but I was still young and like energetic, so I was like, this is fine. And now I'm in college, and like up until a month or two ago, I was still in that same mindset of like, this is hard, but like I enjoy the challenge. And I'm still doing things I like, but maybe I'm just not doing it as much as I would like to do the things I'd like. But now I'm like, why do I have to wait why do I have to wait to do the things I like? Why can't I do them now? But also, I want to get my degree, even though I know it's going to be hard and I'm not going to like it. So, trying to find the balance.
When I say I just do the things that I like, it doesn't mean that everything that I do is something that I like. Of course, there's going to be some time where you don't want to do it,
Like what?
It's like when I'm editing, it's like I want to throw up sometimes.
Yeah, but
overall, I like it. So
Yeah.
I like doing it. Oh.
It's like I would say with coding, like I want to throw up every time I do it, but I'm never at a point where I'm like, or very rarely am I like, I enjoy this.
Where you've never like thought of coding as like, oh, yeah, it's like fun.
Well, I do sometimes, but it's just like so hard that it just completely like blows away any fun that I could be having. I mean, I'm just kind of dumb too.
So you don't like coding in general?
I think if I could take it at my own pace, then I would enjoy it more. So that's why I was telling you, like, I'm going to take it. I'm just going to do that this
semester. Could you explain more about your plan next semester and this semester?
Yeah, so I'm in EECS 281 right now. I'm sure you guys know what the class that is. And I got 20% on the first project. Okay, I'm just going to lay it out there. It wasn't great planning on my part. I just didn't start early enough, and everything kind of went to shit at the end. And then I met with my advisor, and she was like, just keep going, like, see what happens, and worst comes to worst, like, you can retake the class. And that was last week. And then this weekend I had another, like, revelation, like, why am I spending more time in this class, wasting more time in this class, knowing that I'm going to have to retake it anyways, when I can just spend time to code on my own and then drop the class and then just take it and do better next semester. And kind of like that's been a part of my realizations of like having these I've had these expectations of like I've never failed a class before, never even fathomed having to retake a class, and now like kind of reshaping my mindset and like not being hard on myself and like letting myself do things at my own pace. And that's much more important than any external pressure of like school or the people around you or in your major or anything like that.
Because I saw this thing online saying that you could learn how to code by yourself online. Like there's Harvard absolutely. Something, right?
There's so many resources online.
Yeah.
And most people who get software engineering jobs don't go to college, or not most, but a lot of people don't go to college. Mm-hmm. You don't need to. You just need to be able to solve the coding problems and have like that way of thinking. But I have this opportunity to be in college and get like a Michigan engineering degree. So obviously I'm going to take it, especially because like having immigrant parents and like they've worked so hard to have me here. I'm not going to just throw that away. So that's another like part of it. But yeah, completely true that you don't need to go to college to be. But like having a college degree, like I want a college degree. That's something I want to do.
Yeah, it just looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you had to do something else other than CS, what would you have done?
I would have been. I probably would have transferred to kinesiology.
Okay, makes sense.
Movement science. But I didn't even know that was a thing coming into college. And I think that was a passion that I developed very recently. But it would have been super cool to do that. Do some like nutrition thing, become a nutritionist or like a trainer.
I also heard that the movement science people are hot.
I mean, you've been to the kinesiology building.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't really see.
I think it's true.
It's true.
It's a little bit like when I first started studying there, it's a little bit intimidating because a lot of athletes and also people are attractive, which is like crazy. But like and then like people in CS are known to be like pretty unattractive.
They don't take a shower.
Yeah. But I don't identify with any one of group of people. Just myself. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to like the topic of people, like the big topic.
Okay. What
are some things that people do that pisses you off?
First thing that's come to mind, I'm a pretty slow walker, and so like when I'm like coming back from the gym or something, got my headphones in, like slowly walking, having a good time, and this group of people like comes up behind me, and like they don't pass me immediately, they'll like hover behind me and talk really loudly. I hate that when I can hear them through my headphones and I can like sense their presence. So what I do is I'll move to the side and stop walking and stare them down as they walk past me, because like just pick, like either walk in front of me or like a lot behind me, but don't get in my space like that. What about you?
Things that piss me off, I have a lot.
Yeah.
So in general, I don't like people in general.
Really?
Because I don't know if you remember this. I pick up things more than other like regular people. So
I'm different.
So if I don't if I don't get a text back from you fast, then my feelings gonna get a little hurt. Little hurt.
Okay.
Little hurt. Or it's like, let's say we made a plan, right? And the last minute or the day before, you kind of flake, like, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm sick, then my feelings gonna get hurt. So I'm more sensitive. So what? There's
what's the overarching answer to that?
Answer. I would say canceling plans is the biggest one right now.
Even if it's like a good reason?
Unless they're sick.
Damn, you're like a class.
Yeah. It's like, what would be the other reason other than being sick to miss the plan? Can you think of one? Other than, I'm
they're
tired.
Just tired.
My body
is
doesn't
so
feel
valid.
Good. Yeah, my body doesn't feel good. I don't want to go out today because the weather's kind of cold.
Yeah.
I don't like that answer.
Yeah, true. Like, if someone wants to hang out with you bad enough, like, then they'll make it work.
Yeah, that's the logic that I always think about.
Yeah.
So, please don't call me the last minute.
Now I know. Now I know how to interact with you, so I don't piss you off.
I don't like because when I think about plans, like I would think about it, like the whole week, and I'm like, I'm gonna meet this person, and we're gonna do something, and then the last minute, I can't.
You flake? So you're a flaker? You said?
No, I don't flake.
Yeah. Okay. I don't flake either, cause like I think a lot of people they don't plan their lives out very well. Like, they're not very like good at planning. Some people don't even use Google. Do you use Google Calendar?
Yeah.
Like, some people don't use Google Calendar, and so like they just make plans, but they don't actually know if they're free during those times. And that always boggles my mind too. Like, check your availability so that you don't have to go through the whole flaking thing, because it is like, especially as we grow older, I think time is so much more valuable that you flaking on someone is like a disrespect to their time. And if someone disrespects my time like that, like that's my biggest pet peeve, actually, because my time is so valuable to me.
I also have another thing. It's not like the biggest one, but when they say, oh, we should do this sometimes, and they never do it, like
So what would you rather them do? Like, just not say anything at all?
Yeah, just don't say anything.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm more of a, what is it? What's the word for this? My vocab. If I say I'm gonna do it, like, I'll do it. What do you call those people? There's no such thing concrete, as backing out.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's like, if I say that I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I say that we're gonna eat this food tonight for dinner, even if the restaurant is closed, I'm gonna find another restaurant that's open.
Yeah, no, like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want it. Yeah.
So I'm more of that kind of person. What about you? Are you a spontaneous person, or do you like to do according to plan?
I'll do both. I think I like plans a lot. Like if we made a plan and it doesn't go through, we better find a way, like it better be completed either another day or like you said, like find another restaurant or something. But also like if the spontaneous plan is like, usually spontaneous plans are fun.
Yeah, those are fun too.
Yeah, so I don't care. I'll do either. I'm not like so stuck up on the plan that I'm not willing to break free from it.
Gotcha. So based on what I'm hearing, you can basically you're in the middle. Like everything, you're kind of in the middle. You can
I'll
do
do
like
whatever, yeah.
Yeah. You can kind of adapt.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to be for your own sake, so that like it's self-preservation. Nothing really bothers me. Like I'm good with whatever. Except for when someone wastes my time. But besides that.
Gotcha. Wow. I got to know you better.
Yeah, I mean, where do you think you stand on things?
So there's a middle one. What's the other extreme?
It's like, in terms of plans.
Oh, plans. So when I'm planning a trip or something, I usually have things listed, but I wouldn't like make a timeline of when I should be doing this. But I would have like the list of things.
Yeah, okay.
That's the.
But you always want to complete them.
Yeah, I'll complete them, but I want to have some flexibility of kind of like move around those things. Okay. Pretty normal,
Yeah.
Good trait to have.
To hype yourself up real quick.
Yeah. What about you? When you're planning something?
That
sigh.
To be honest, I haven't had a plan for things in like a while. I kind of just like haven't hung out with people in a while. Like when I hang out with people nowadays, it's like we're doing nothing together because we do, or at least I do so much during the week. And I'm like, if we're gonna have a whole day like hang out, I'd rather just like relax and do nothing because I've already just done so much. But every once in a while, maybe there's planned one thing. It's like, let's go to a museum.
Oh, what museum here?
DIA.
DIA?
The Detroit Institute of Art.
Oh, you like art? Okay, that makes sense.
And it's like, okay, maybe get food after. That's it. Talk. Not much to do around here, I'd say. Besides those, like, few things. Go to Skeeps.
Yeah. Wait, escape?
Skeeps.
Oh, Skeeps?
Skeeps.
What is that?
The bar. Scorekeepers.
Oh.
You don't know what that is?
You go to bars?
Well, I'm not really drinking right now because I got my, like, sports and stuff. But, yeah, I went to frats a lot last year. Skeeps. Skeeps is right over there, so gotta go for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think. Oh, like when people make plans and like at Michigan, it's just like, okay, where are we going out to? And like, I don't know. I'm not a huge going out person anymore.
Anymore? What happened?
I just learned what alcohol does to your body. Like, alcohol's so bad for you, and that doesn't mean like. I'm not going to shame anyone for drinking alcohol. I just, for my own goals, physical goals, it's like you can't be drinking 700 calories of alcohol like 3 times a week.
So you don't drink alcohol anymore?
I haven't in a long time.
For how long?
Like, I haven't gotten drunk in like 2 months, maybe a little more than that. I had some wine with the parents over New Year's, Christmas, stuff like that. Chinese New Year's. Yeah. But like I don't get drunk. Like I used to get messy drunk. Like a point where it's like you can't say people's names right, and it's like not. Look back on that, and like not great. And so I mean maybe, special occasions, but not just like a casual weekend.
Got you.
Do you get drunk a lot?
Do you want to guess?
I don't think you do.
I don't drink. I could. I mean, I can drink, but I like choose not to. Do you want to know why? Yeah, give it a guess or something.
So there's a reason. There's a concrete reason. You had like a bad incident one time?
Nah. It's like pretty weird for a guy.
Okay. You don't want to get roofied?
Huh?
You don't want to get roofied?
Roofie, what is that? My vocab. I'm a music major. I communicate with I communicate with violin.
What? Okay, roofie.
So
it's just like a drug. It's like when girls get roofied, like guys slip this like pill into their drink and then they don't remember. They like they black out and then like they get raped. Okay,
no.
so that's obviously not your reason.
So like the main reason is because of skin.
Wow. I mean, good for you.
Because
you got really nice skin.
I take care of my skin.
What's your routine?
So when I drink, of course, it's not good for your skin.
Do you get Asian glow?
Huh?
Do you get Asian glow when your skin gets red?
Just a little bit, but not too much.
Okay.
But usually I'll get like 1 or 2 pimples.
Whatever.
If I drink.
It goes away in like 2 days.
Yeah, I know, but I hate it. So because of that, I stopped drinking and my skin's fine.
Wow. Yeah, even if I don't drink, I mean, I got some issues. Also, I get hit in the face a lot, and so I think that's where these came from. Like my face, my skin has gotten worse because I get punched in the face so much.
Plus, you're wearing a helmet.
Yeah,
it's
like
kind of like sweaty.
I share I use the communal helmet right now because I don't have my own right now.
Yeah.
And my friend, he uses the same one, and so he went before me one time during practice, and he got a bloody nose, and so like I put it on, it just smelled like blood and sweat, and it was like wet, and I'm like, please don't tell me you have AIDS. Like that's all I need. Shit's gross. Yeah, so like imagine putting that on your skin. Like
I would never do that.
Yeah, not good.
Never do that. And also, if I consume a lot of sugar, I break out.
Yeah.
So I tried to cut down like all sugar.
You mean also all happiness?
Huh?
All happiness?
I mean,
you even like sweets?
I would eat it only if my body wants it like really bad. It's like my body wants sugar.
Yeah.
It needs some glucose or something. So.
But there are also like good alternatives.
For example,
an apple.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Peanut butter. Apple and peanut butter is always good. Or, like, you ever heard of, like, monk fruit? Like, sugar replacements?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Those are good, too.
Yeah, so even if I get, like, bubble tea, let's say, I would never go up to, like, more than 50% max.
How do they control the sugar content in those is my question.
I think it's a syrup they put in. Some sort of... So there's, like, the drink, right? Like, the milk. And they put the stuff. They just put less. So you're drinking like milk, basically.
Bubble tea sounds so good.
Yeah. And even if I'm making food, I try not to put sugar in it.
Like when you're cooking?
Yeah, I don't put any sugar.
Well, it's like, why would you need to? It's if it's salty.
Oh, like Korean food? There's a lot of sugar in that thing.
Oh, really?
A lot of sugar. Like, when I go to Korea, there's sugar in every single food they eat. Like, everything.
Like what?
If you think about it. Just name some, food.
Korean food.
Yeah. Anything. There's sugar in it.
What's Korean food? The new...
Like all the soup.
Kimchi.
Sugar, for sure.
What?
Yeah, they put sugar in kimchi.
Yeah. What about like the noodles I ate?
Oh, that one probably some sort of.
Yeah, but like not like a ton. It's just like a little bit to
balance
balance it out.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Why would he leave the door open? Ethan, close the laundry door. It's so loud. Thank you.
So nice. Anyway, so when I go to Korea, it's hard to not consume sugar.
Dude, you go to Korea a lot?
Hmm?
Do you go back to Korea a lot?
Because my family is in Korea.
So you go back a lot?
I mean, it really depends. Because of COVID, it's kind of messed up right now. But for every year, for sure, though.
My friend asked me yesterday, she's like, you want to go to Korea? And I was like, yeah.
But you said yes?
I don't have the funds or the time this summer, but like, yeah, Korea sounds so fun.
I mean, but do you ever go back to China?
I haven't been in a while. I haven't been since I was 8.
Where's your grandparents?
Beijing, Wuhan. I'm not super close with my extended family,
Gotcha.
so don't know too much about them.
Wait, who's your Korean friend?
She's not Korean. She
okay.
just wanted to go to Korea. But I know a good amount of Koreans from Korea. International.
Korea's fun. You get nothing done for yourself.
Why? Just party all the time.
Yeah.
Sounds so fun.
So that's why I try to avoid it. You know.
You avoid Korea?
Yeah, true. Because I do nothing there. What would I do in Korea?
I'm trying to go to Korea. Damn.
What is fun though?
I need to make some money so I can just travel for a long time.
Maybe I'll meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but it's hard to like plan. It's hard to like match like the dates. You know, the dates that you're going to Korea and the dates that I'm going to Korea.
True.
But it we'll see. But usually what happens is the people that you see here, you'll never see them in Korea.
What do you mean?
It's like that's what usually happens. Like maybe 1 or 2 you'll see them, but usually since you know that you're gonna see them here, like
why would you? But it's like a different context. It's like, ooh, now my Ann Arbor friends in Korea has fun, and you get to show me around.
I mean, they'll meet, but not like frequently though.
Yeah,
that's what I've noticed. Like they don't contact each other.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but I haven't been.
Yeah.
I haven't been back in China since I was 8. And then with COVID too, they've been even more strict, I think. I don't know about Korea's like COVID stuff, but China just started like letting people back traveling for tourism, I think, in January. So I'd like to go back very soon, but again, don't know when I have the time for that.
I haven't been to China, so
maybe I'll meet you.
Yeah.
Next time you're there.
So big.
It is very large. Yeah, that like Korea's one thing, but like to try to meet someone in China, like that's just not how it works.
Like if you want to travel in China, like
yeah.
I don't know.
But the food, street food.
What are you doing over the summer? I want to know.
I am. Oh, this is a whole thing. So I'm studying abroad in Italy, actually. Did I tell you this?
No.
Yeah, so I don't have time to like do any traveling this summer because I'm going to be in Europe all summer, going to Barcelona.
Oh, the Barcelona kind of like study abroad. I think.
Well, no, the Barcelona part is actually I'm doing this program called WOOF, which is like an international farming experience where like you contact these farmers all over the world that are part of this program, and they host you for free, and they give you this like room and food for free, and you just like work on their farm and like learn about sustainability and that kind of thing. And I found a farm like 15 minutes out from Barcelona that's a technology farm, and so like they like make wine and like do all these things, but they focus a lot on permaculture and like artificial intelligence and like trying to progress farming forward with technology. So lots of coding once again. And I was like, it's dope, like I'm there. And so I'm planning on going to Spain for the first month of the summer, and then going to Italy. I'm going to be like right outside of Naples in Sorrento for my study abroad. But the problem is, it's like the Schengen area, like a group of countries in Europe. It's like an area, and you can't stay for the short visa. You can't stay longer than 90 days. And with my trip, it adds up to about 99 days. And so if I don't want to be deported, I literally have to find time to like spend outside of the area so that the total number of days I spend in that area is less than 90. And so that means like dipping to the UK for like a couple days, or like Iceland or something like that, which would be cool. But like, I don't know. I'm just playing with international fire, basically.
Gotcha. Wait, so the first month, that's not related to like school though.
No, it's just something I want to do for a while.
But you got that resource from like school.
I just kind of like heard about it.
Where'd you hear about this thing?
Funny story. I rushed business frats.
Last year though.
Last year, right? And so as like at the networking events, I did like meet some cool people, and this one guy was telling me about this WOOF experience that he's doing.
How do I spell that? WOOF?
WOOFF.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what it stands for, but he was like, yeah, over spring break, I'm just going to this farm in Europe. He was going to Europe, and I'm just like doing this, and I'm like, that's super cool. And so that's just been on my bucket list since then, and now I'm like doing it.
So the first month, that's just for fun. What about the second one, the Italy one? You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
That's like it's like my summer semester. Like I'm taking physics 240.
Oh.
And I'm like doing like work experience.
But why'd you decide to go to Italy and do the summer thing?
Well, because it was the one, as a CS major, like a lot of upper level CS classes, you have to take it at Michigan if you want to graduate. So a lot of CS students actually don't study abroad because they don't do it early enough. Like it's hard for you to... It's hard for CS students, and I think a lot of engineering students in general, to find study abroad experiences that also fit within their class schedule as they become upperclassmen, because the classes become so like niche to Michigan. And so like this is kind of my last chance because I still have some general classes to take. Yeah, and Italy was like the only program where like I still need to take physics 240. So, and I've always wanted to go to Italy too, so it was really convenient.
Where what part? I think Naples.
Sorrento, Naples, southern Italy, which is like pretty ratchet. Like Naples is a very dangerous city, but I'll be in a student area, so it'll be pretty good. Fine. Yeah, I mean I'm not worried, but a lot of the times like study abroad programs are in northern Italy, and so like it's interesting that there's one in this area.
Gotcha. Are you going with anyone that you know, or are you going like by yourself?
I'm just going by myself. I'm sure. I'll meet people. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
And if not, like I'm pretty content, but with myself, me in Italy. That's all it is.
Gotcha. Because I know that if there are other people going to the same place, they'll like meet up before.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really contacted anyone yet. But there are also going to be people from a lot of different colleges too, so not just Michigan. So that'll be kind of fun.
Wow. Sounds fun.
What are you doing this summer?
I'm still deciding because for musicians usually they go to like music festivals, right?
Like what? Like Lolla?
Something like that. But I've done like music festivals like my entire life, kind of. Like every summer, basically.
So you've been to Lolla before?
Oh, no, not that one.
What, Coachella?
No, not that music festival.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Not
I'm thinking about the wrong thing.
Oh, yeah. The classical.
Oh, yeah, way different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. Well, the thing is, this month, I might go to Korea because my family's in Korea. But I don't know how long I want to stay there.
Because you don't get anything done.
Yeah, I do nothing. Like, what would I do with my family?
Yeah, spend time with them.
Yeah.
Eat some food.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I really want to do the video thing. Because I know that I don't have a lot much time before, like, TikTok and, like, all the short videos organic reach, like, closes.
Really? You think the short videos aren't going to last?
Because it always, like, has been, like, that. The new thing comes up, there's a lot of like organic reach for that, but then as time passes, since everyone's making it and like a lot of people are putting ads in it, then it's gonna go down. Like, people are not gonna pay attention. The next thing. So that's the thing. I feel like yeah, short video is like the opportunity, like
Hmm.
the big one.
Interesting.
So I'm like, I see the opportunity, but I'm like, I don't want to like see it just pass.
I think you have more time than you think
Yeah.
with the short videos, though.
Yeah, of course. So I don't think I'm gonna apply to any music festivals this year.
Just focus on the videos.
I think, and my parents, like they don't know about like me doing this.
You're gonna get like internships or anything like that. How does like that work?
Oh, that's the internship basically. The
Music festivals. That's so fun.
But so I still
He's
don't
trying
know.
to get famous first.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go to Korea, but I don't know how long I'll stay there.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll just come back and then just edit the whole summer.
Well, you're trying to graduate this semester, right? But stay in Ann Arbor?
Yeah, because I want to use a practice room.
Hmm.
Oh, it's complicated. It's like I don't know.
Figure it out.
So this summer is like kind of important to me.
Yeah, gotta get famous by the summer.
Yeah. I have
One
to.
step at a time. One day at a time. I had to write on my hand today to remind myself to just focus on today.
Wait, so how long should I stay in Korea?
You asking me?
Yeah. If
like
you were me,
I'd
I go to after
stay
yeah
2.5 weeks, maybe.
2.5
Two-
weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. You haven't if you see them like once a year, but
But they
you're
were
not
telling
trying to stay for too long.
they were telling me to stay there about like a little bit less than 2 months.
Oh, that's too long. 2 to 3 weeks max, I would say. How long do you want to stay?
I don't know. It depends
On what?
if I'm doing anything there.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's in your control. You can go there
Yeah.
and do things. Like, you can take that as an opportunity to make different types of videos.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but I still don't know.
You know
So,
Korean? Do you know Korean?
Yeah.
So that you can, like, speak Korean to the locals and make videos with them.
Yeah. I don't know. It's flexible. Right now, it's flexible. I can still apply to music festivals.
All the options sound pretty
Yeah.
good to me. Like, it's not like you
Yeah.
have any bad options.
Yeah. It's like
Edit all summer.
I'm
Like,
just gonna
you know,
literally
just-
edit, practice,
Or
edit,
just,
practice.
give yourself some space to rest. Take Korea as an opportunity to super rest time. And then
No, I
you
don't
come
like
back
it.
and
Oh.
grind.
I have another thing to talk about. I don't know why. When I rest, I get this anxiety.
Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. You can't rest.
It's like I didn't have this. What do you call this? Disease,
Disorder.
disease. I didn't have this back in high school. Even like first years of college, and then now, it's like when I'm not doing anything, it's like what am I doing with my life?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So that's one of the reasons why I do everything at night, like my violin thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
if I do the violin thing it makes me calm. It's like a meditation. It's like, okay, I'm working on something. It's like focusing on,
Wait, so you working on something is like soothing for you? Like, if you're doing something productive, then that's what makes you feel good?
for violin, I need to practice violin every single day.
Mm.
It's like if I don't do it, it makes me really uncomfortable.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you're a violin major.
So, but if I do it in the morning, let's say I do it at like 8 o'clock,
Okay.
8 to 10, and then like maybe a little bit more. But after that, I have like 6 to 12, right? I have that 6 hours that I could do more practicing.
Oh.
So I can't, really rest. Like, because I could put in more time.
Yeah.
So it makes
feel
me
that.
anxious.
Mm-hmm. And you consider violin as your main work?
I mean, of course.
So what about this, like the video stuff?
I mean, this is also important. It's like I think too is
So
like it goes together.
you do these two things towards the end of the day, is that what you're saying?
I do the violin at the end because I get really anxious if I don't do it. Like video, if I don't edit for a day, that's fine.
Okay.
Like I don't feel anything, but for violin, it's like if I don't do it, I get anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel that.
So it's like for me, you know how like for like business, you have your own business, right? And you have the marketing side. And it goes together, right?
Mm-hmm.
You promote your product or whatever. So if you don't do your marketing, that's fine. But if you don't work on your product, it's like
Then what are you doing?
Huh?
Yeah, then what are you doing?
Yeah. So it's
because you're in charge of your own timeline.
Yeah.
And so why wouldn't you just maximize that timeline to the best it can be?
So violin, my main thing. Marketing is the video. If I don't do the marketing, the video thing, it's fine. But if I'm not doing the violin, so do you ever get anxious, like not doing anything?
That's like a very large part of my personality. I do everything. Like I've having this like realizations in the past like 24 hours, honestly. Like I had to call my brother and like my like close female friends I was telling you about, because I feel like I had this dream the other day that was like 2 nights ago. That was like it was super important for me, and I've been thinking about it ever since. But I was in this like spiritual room. It was almost like a seance-esque room, and everyone was sitting in a circle, and we had like these plates in front of us, and we poured. It was like the type of thing where you pour this like red sand into the plate, and the image that comes up is supposed to predict your future. And so I did mine, and an image of me drowning showed up. And first of all, I'm a swimmer, so if I were to drown, it'd be super ironic. And so I think the fact that my way of death was drowning was also symbolic of something. And my first thought in the dream was not that, oh shit, I'm gonna die soon. It's like, if I keep living like this, the way I am right now, I'm going to die soon. And so my immediate thought was like, something needs to change and then I'll be okay. It wasn't like, oh, I'm in this hopeless situation. And so how I kind of translated that into my real life is like, I'm trying to do all these things right now, and I'm half-assing everything, and I'm not giving myself any space to even like enjoy the process of like getting better at like lifting or boxing or coding or my art or like cooking or like just taking care of myself, and I'm so worried about the next step and what I need to do to maximize my time and my schedule. I can't obviously I can't take any space to breathe. Like if I'm sitting down and doing nothing, like there are so many other things I could be doing, so obviously I'm gonna get anxious if I'm not doing anything. So yeah, my answer is yes, I do get anxious when I don't do anything.
So what about, you said something about you hang out with your friends, but you don't do anything with them during the weekend.
I hang out with like 3 people, maybe. I spent my social interaction comes from going to the gym. Like most of my friends are in the gym. Like most of my friends are like me. Like they work all the time, and then we go to the gym, we see each other, and we like work out, and then we go back and do our things. And at boxing too. Like boxing's super fun. Like it's a good like 2 hours of just like us and like motivating each other and just doing this thing that we all enjoy. But at the end of the day, like we just go home and do our own things. And I think last year I felt the expectation to always be hanging out with people, because that's just like, oh, you're a freshman, like you're coming to college, you have to meet these people. You're going to meet the most important people that are going to be with you for your entire life. But that's just not true either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could change this disorder. Because I don't know. I don't feel like I need to change it. And I don't think it's going to change it.
You don't feel the need to change it?
Plus, I don't think it's going to change it.
You don't think it's like harming you in any way?
Because I feel the joy in working. Like if I get stuff done, it's like if I'm practicing, I'm happy. If I'm editing videos, I'm happy.
Yeah, and that's how you know you're doing something right. When
I like it.
Like, that's perfect. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think in my situation, sometimes I literally want to die after, like
doing the things that
like
you're
if
doing?
I'm like coding all day. Yeah.
Oh, coding.
Like, I think when it comes, like, coding's coding's the bane of my existence, if you couldn't tell by now. But I enjoy, like, if I spend all day, like, doing things I enjoy, like drawing, cooking, working out. That's not, like, I do that because it enhances my life.
Yeah.
So if it starts making me, like, I don't know how to say this, but like the things I choose to include in my life because I enjoy them, if I stop enjoying them, then I can just stop doing them. Whereas, like, me trying to get my major, like trying to get my degree, I can't just stop doing that. Like, you gotta keep going.
Gosh. The only problem with me is that if I stop doing the things that I like, then that's where it gets anxious, like not doing anything. For example, like, I don't like to hang out with people and do nothing, like playing games.
Like playing
I hate it.
So what do you like to do when you hang out with people?
These days, that's the reason why I don't hang out with people in the first place.
Why you don't?
Because I get anxious sometimes. Other than eating.
Because you're not doing anything.
Yeah, other than eating. Like, eating, I have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
wow. See, like, I'm very similar to you in that sense, but I allow, because I feel the sense of like I'm coding's so unenjoyable for me that, like, I'm like, okay, I need this time to do nothing to balance it out. But if I spent my entire day being productive but doing things I enjoyed, then I'm like, I don't really need to relax, because like I did things that I enjoyed all day.
Yeah, and that's relaxing. Like, violin is like relaxing. So.
Yeah, and like I do, like, I sometimes do feel anxious too when I'm like hanging out with people and it's like it's been too long and I need to do something productive. Yeah. Like, just kind of just like weighing out the pros and cons of, like, is the relaxation that I'm feeling by hanging out with these people, is it worth it, the time that I'm spending, or is it time to get back to work? And then, like, balance. It's all about balance.
I also feel that, especially for me, I don't think this happens to other people, but when I hang out with people, like, after we hang out, everything, like, when it's about time to go home, I hate the feeling of going home. Because I want to, like, keep hanging out with them. Because of that feeling, I don't really hang out with people in the first place. That's
to avoid
like,
the goodbye.
Like a stupid logic. But because of that, I don't like to, get myself into that situation in the first place.
That's very interesting.
It's like, I'm interesting. Like, that part, it's interesting. But maybe because I like people too much.
See, like, I'm always ready to go. By the end of, like, hanging out, I'm like, okay, yeah. Because I know that I'm going to enjoy myself when I'm alone as well. So it's never a problem for me.
Yeah, I just like people a lot.
Yeah.
I am ENFP, even though you don't know what that means.
Is that like the test?
It's like a gold retriever. It's like a dog.
Yeah.
It's like always like happy,
So you never get tired of people? Like, you could always be around people?
Yeah. But the thing is, people can't be with me all the time. So because of that, I try to not put myself in that situation by not hanging out with people. That's kind of dumb way to.
Right. I mean, like, now that you're saying
but
it
it works.
out loud.
But it works.
I think, yeah, what you're doing is you're, like, conditioning yourself.
Yeah, it's
conditioning yourself to not always be around people so that you're not, like.
Yeah. So these past, like, few years, I didn't really hang out with people. Because of that, like, my mental health is, like, so good.
Because you haven't been hanging out with people?
No, as in, like, I don't hang out with people. So my mental health is, like, really good.
Why?
But when I do hang out with people, then my mental health is, like, my daily life gets affected.
Because you have to be saying, like, bye to, like, where you have to leave them.
Yeah.
That's the main part of it?
Yeah, it's like, I want to keep.
Dang, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm weird.
Wow. Never heard anything like that before. But yeah. I get the part where you're saying, like, it's affecting my daily life.
Yeah.
'Cause yeah, like when someone else, like you let someone else into your daily agenda, it's hard to. It's just easier to be alone, have only yourself to focus on.
But my mental health has been great so far, so I think it's working. But it's a interesting way of dealing this.
If it's working, then
Yeah, but it's so weird.
whatever. Everyone's weird. There's no normal people out there.
So even like now we're talking, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to get back on track for me.
On track of like the topic, or like
No, like
afterwards, like going back to your real
my
life.
normal, what I have to focus on. I'm not good with transitioning.
Yeah.
The stuff that I'm
Unless
doing.
it's like, what if it was like the end of the day and then you go to bed and then you start the next day?
If I go to bed, that's fine.
Yeah. I think it would also be kind of hard to like for me to like do homework after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm interacting with people like lightly, like doing the interview thing, like few minutes, that's fine. But if I really get to like go into the person, like and
Okay.
like feel like I'm like in their minds, also like feeling their emotions, then maybe I'm just like
Well, like that's what I think though. That's just the sacrifices of like
hang out
getting to know someone, I guess. Like you can't get to know someone on a like that's why I like hanging out with people one-on-one. It gives you that opportunity to get to know someone like that. And so I don't know. You can't get to know someone really well unless you feel those things. And then you get off schedule, I guess, in your case.
But my ex-roommate, he's always like CS major, like he was like opposite. Like when he's like meets his friend, he'll just hang out and he wouldn't feel anything when he goes back home. He'll be fine. So
he's not
I kind of like envy
them.
that.
Yeah.
I kind of envy that. Maybe you're like that. No?
I think I'm in the middle.
You're middle? Yeah, middle.
Yeah. Where I think I actually lean more towards your roommate or your ex-roommate.
Yeah.
Where like it's just better. I think it would be hard to every time you hung out with someone like you had to like it just like threw you off.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's supposed to like help you.
Yeah.
Like hang out with someone, have a good time, and then now focus. Just had a good time.
Because I had this, I don't know, like mental breakdown. This is going deep.
I thought
so long.
I thought your your mental health was good.
Yeah, right now it's good, but back in like high school.
Okay. Oh, that's way back. Okay.
After that and like after like college, it gotten better. But that time, I really liked hanging out with people, like a lot. Like I would want to like see.
So you're like kind of like relying on people.
So bad, but now it's the total opposite. But it works.
Well, that's good. That's way better now than.
Yeah.
I think I was also in a similar situation like before COVID. But a lot of my like self-worth and identity was like, oh, I'm good at interacting with people, and like, okay, like I hung out with these people today, like I feel good. And then COVID cut off all like those types of interactions, and like I really had to like reflect and like realize that my worth was dependent on other people. And slowly I've like slowly progressed to like I'm not definitely at the best point I ever have been in terms of like my independence, and just like it's just me, like everything that I feel is because of myself and not relying on anyone else.
Oh, you're back. Get into the frame.
We didn't realize we'd still be talking.
Okay.
Thank you too.
I'll see you again probably. Oh, Joseph.
Hi, Joseph. Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, but anyways, it's how I live life these days.
Live, laugh, love.
Like I try not to hang out with people. That keeps my mental health great.
That's so weird.
But you don't. Do you understand the logic though? Like
I
after you hang out,
I
like,
do. No,
I
because
don't
it's
want to
like
say bye.
it's like your dopamine. I think it's like your dopamine's higher when you're with people, and then it sets the baseline. And then after you leave, you're like, like it was ripped away from your dopamine.
It's dopamine. Gotcha.
Something like that. And then it takes some time to kind of settle back into your normal levels of dopamine.
Next day it's fine. If I go to bed and then it's fine. But
it's kind of like, you ever heard of like a dopamine detox?
Maybe.
Where like our attention span is so short because we have phones and like easy entertainment all the time. So our baseline level for dopamine is super high. So that's why we can't focus on schoolwork as easily and stuff like that, because like, why would we do this when we can just scroll on TikTok for 2 hours and like have the time of our lives? And so a lot of people in the morning, like what I try to do in the mornings is avoid my phone. Like I definitely don't go on Instagram, because if the first thing, like your first dose of like high dopamine throughout the day, like of the day, is going to be what you want to keep going back to throughout the day. So like if you go on Instagram and like you see something really funny, and then you're going to keep wanting to go back to Instagram throughout the day and like experience that same thing you felt in the morning. Or like smokers, if they are addicted to nicotine, first hit of the day, and then they're going to keep wanting to hit it. And so like what I like to do sometimes is like do work in the morning so that my baseline dopamine is lower for the day, so that I don't find homework absolutely dreadful throughout the day. Did I tell you about this? Yeah. And then but like the overarching idea is the dopamine detox, where like some people will go a day without doing anything. Like all you do is meditate, journal, and walk, and like kind of detox your dopamine, and then the next day boring tasks will feel better, will feel more enjoyable for you. And so it's maybe what you're experiencing when you hang out with people. But it probably means you're also hanging out with like good people if they're making you feel good.
I mean, I like them.
Yeah, hopefully you like the people you hang out with.
I mean, it's fine. I'm fine with the state that I'm in, you know.
Good. So that's all I can ask for. Just being content. Yeah. It
was a good talk.
What time is it?
8:27.
Oh, it's like...
Yeah. Wait.
An hour and a half.
The thing is, did you eat?
I ate at like 5.
You ate? I didn't eat.
What do you want to get food? I'll get like a snack.
You're gonna get a snack?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna eat together.
Wasn't the plan, but...
Yeah, it wasn't a plan. I said I was gonna think about it.
Yeah.
But it's usually eating though. What else can we do?
Exactly. It's so hard.
Oh.
Okay, so where are we going?
That's true. Every time we end up like that, we're gonna be like, okay, what are we gonna eat today?
Well, since you're the main eater here, what do you
not Korean food, because I made Korean food today.
Okay.
Since it's really late at night,
like Frida's.
I don't know a lot of like. Is there like a bar that's like that has good food? Because I don't really go to bars, but I want to explore like their food, because I saw like a picture of what is it, of a French fry.
Stop.
Of something in like a bar. So I feel like bars have like good food, so I want to like try some new things.
So there are a lot of, because I'm right near Koreatown, so like there are a lot of really good like adult bars.
But you can't. Wait, I hope it didn't.
We chillin'.
Yeah.
We'll figure it. See, I think that we'll need to figure this out.
Yeah,
off
later.
camera.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
See you later.
I'll see you guys next time.
Gotchu Gotchu.